and welcome to Tales Does Tales.
Welcome.
Oh,
How's
man.
it going?
How's it going, everybody?
Oh. Hi.
Holy shit.
You have caught us on the perfect energy wave as we come into this live presentation of Tales from the Yawning Portal, put on by Tales of Initiative, where we tell a cool story with an eldritch twist. I am your GM, Matt, and I am so pleased to be telling this story with our delightfully daring and frighteningly fantastic cast of players. Haley, did I put the right? Damn it! Haley, Sam, Joe, and Raz. Did it! Nailed it.
First try.
Nailed it. The first try.
First try.
None of you saw false start at all.
It's fine. No false starts allowed. No.
But before we jump into our game, a quick shout out to our amazing sponsors. Check out the Nightbot in chat for the full list. But I do want to highlight Day 20. Because Day 20 always provides a 15% discount to everyone in Tales at our Ko-Fi store using the code TOI20. But there is also a super duper bonus sale. Every month we randomize which product gets on sale, and this month is the Court of Seasons. It is an adventure that is heavy on roleplay and exploration, and it is so stinking close to a copper medal in DM's Guild. So if you haven't already gotten your copy, go and pick it up for 20% off. It's only $8. So go do that.
It's
And
fun.
also go check out all of our other sponsors and their discount codes and links in chat so that you can get some cool stuff for your game night. And one more thing, seriously, two more things. Go check out our Discord, where we talk about all things TTRPG. We've got a question of the week. We have a super cool West Marches campaign that we're having our part 2 of the little Harvest Festival special put on by Raz and Rule. I'm excited to play that tomorrow. Yeah.
You're gonna get to the cool part.
Yeah.
You're in like the fun part right now. You're gonna get to the cool part.
We've had all our fun and our custard damage, and now it's time to get spooky.
Yeah.
Custard
Really
damage.
exciting.
Okay.
Which I remember correctly from like Wild Beyond the Witchlight, like don't clowns have immunity to custard damage? Isn't that one of their silly things? Yes,
I think
love
so.
it so much.
There's like the carnival hand stats are like, I love that there's a carnival hand stat block, and it's like these guys just roam around. Here's a stat block for them.
It's so
They
wild.
can do minor magic.
Sam, you are having a pretty cool run on Kickstarter right now.
I am. My Kickstarter is going so very well. Yeah, we just hit a little over 7,000, which is dope. We're like 150% funded. It's amazing. But there's still 20 days left, and we have a bunch of awesome stretch goals, including, where did I put them? Here they are. Some little custom, these are like the small versions, but I made some little strawberry guys. Little
That's so
strawberry
cute.
dice shapes.
Aw.
There are strawberries and also carrots and cornichons and possibly almonds if we hit 100 backers in
Nice.
honor of the great Brennan Lee Mulligan and his favorite DM snack. So yeah, we're at 75 backers, just over 7,000. Strawberries are at 8,000. Almonds are at 100 backers, and then there's a bunch more that you can see on the page. But yeah, and because I've been getting a lot of questions about it, all of the sets are mix and match. So you don't have to get one set of each kind. You can get one set with 8 different kinds in it, or an all cheese set, or an all meat set, or whatever the fuck you want.
Ah, that's so cool.
Also, giving away 5 almond dice. Giving away 1 almond dice each to 5 of the first 100 backers.
Oh, that's super cool.
So that we can get there. Yeah.
If you like rolling meat, you should 100% back this Kickstarter.
Why, Matthew?
They look really cool. Like if you look at the picture,
do.
Was that too
on the
cheesy?
Kickstarter, yes.
Thank you. They look like salami. They were inspired by a comment that Allie made a couple of years ago about wanting to get Brendan salami dice, and it snowballed. So here we are. I'm just sitting here making lox dice because I'm like that. So
That's incredible.
yes,
I love it so much.
I will have little strawberry guys very soon, and very exciting. Please back the thing. It's gonna be great.
Back
Yes.
the thing.
Back
Do
the
it.
thing.
Julie, back the thing.
Julie, back the
Back the
thing.
thing.
I love it. Excellent.
Someone named Julie out there is like, why?
Someone
me?
else. Why me?
Oh,
Man, if
thing.
there's a
My
Julie
name-
out there that doesn't get that reference, I feel so bad for them.
I know,
That's-
right?
Mhm.
It's brutal.
They just keep walking into that over
Like,
and
number
over.
one, you said my name wrong. Number two.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, if that is it for our announcements, then I believe it is time to jump in. Previously, last episode, we actually had a fun little side story starting. You got to see some character creation for some characters that we might see again in the future. But for now, we're returning back into the Sunless Citadel. So, when last we told this tale, the Grove, a land of compost and violet light, where plant life is tended to by undead and protected by gnarled, twisted twig blights. Saoirse, Daja, and Fia were nearly added to the loamy soil here when they stumbled across the bugbear hunter Balsag and his two dire rats, Grip and Fang. Winnie leapt to the aid of her sister, bodily protecting the druid as her spores claimed the last ounces of Balsag's life as he went for the killing blow. Frozen in fungal repose, he is dead. The group has managed to catch their breath and are looking down a long, dark hallway that leads south from their current location. At the end of that hallway is nothing. Just an inky blackness that swallows up what was once a fortress corridor. And in that inky blackness, as you're staring through that doorway, your minds start to build shapes out of the shadows there. Daja, what did you experience when you were unconscious?
I think Daja goes back into their forge and is just doing the day-to-day, doing the repeatable, like making armor, making swords, but also making like cutlery and like door pulls and all that wonderful stuff, and just doing the comfortable, continuous thing while there is some kind of presence just right behind her, like whispering in her ear, like, you gotta go do the thing. And is just kind of like doing what she loves and having a wonderful time in her forge, in their forge, but also just like every 3 seconds seeing this bright pink and teal flash and just like trying to crawl out of their skin, basically.
That's sort of itchingness of like a due date coming,
Exactly.
some sort of timeline burning, and you can almost feel it like burning 2 slashes down your back. It's so
Mhm.
intense.
Yeah. Just like trying to turn around to itch them, but can't quite reach them, and just extremely uncomfortable and trying to stay where they are instead of continuing on this path that seems to be inevitable.
Anya, what did you experience when you were being covered in dirt by the undead gardener?
After a while, the sound of the dirt falling kind of like shifted to water. And Anya felt like she was like moving down this river, just this black river with red tendrils of different plants, almost like moving her along as they touched her. And she can feel someone watching from the bank of the river, almost an air of disappointment where you're not done yet. And she just floats and floats, and gradually it gets faster, ebbs around corners. Still feels like someone's keeping an eye on her. When she eventually does come to a bridge or a stop, she sees the old crone from before who spoke to Fia, eyeing her, still holding up the armor, just waiting.
6 eyes watching from above on that bridge. Saoirse, what did you experience as you were unconscious and nearly dead?
I think sorry, I guess I got to get in my voice now. I think that I kind of hovered over the battlefield, almost in a third-person sort of way, just watching Winnie and wishing that I could help her. And as it got closer, there was like moonlight that filtered down from the hole above, and it kept calling to me. Little glowing fungal spores just filtering through this shaft of the light of the moon, and like I was torn between going to it or staying and watching Winnie.
That moonlight, its edges start to kind of recede in these sharp points, and you can actually see teeth reaching around the edges of the moon and drawing it in towards some huge shape looming behind it. And you see, you see that shape reflected in the shadows of this hallway. Just these weird, jagged bits that seem to flex up a little bit when you're not looking at them straight on. It's like there's moving teeth in this hallway. You look again, and it's just stonework. It's just stonework at the edge of your dark vision, and you're okay. But the darkness in this hallway is oppressive, and it keeps messing with your senses. I'll unpause the game. I just noticed it was still on pause. You are all at this doorway. What would you like to do?
I don't think I like this hallway. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Okay.
Checking your, I was just going through and checking some of y'all's visions. Yeah, Saoirse and Winnie, you're looking down there, and it's just inky, horrible, creepy blackness. Anya, with your dark vision, you're actually able to get just the hints of like, it does look for a second like it ends in like this weird, like black curtain. But as your eyes adjust to it a little bit, you're sort of peering out from the violet light and sort of shielding your eyes. You can see that it's actually like some sort of jagged cut in the hallway where like the stonework stops and it continues on, but it's doing something else. So it looks like the hallway does continue down. It's just that it's broken or destroyed in some sort of way that's hard to discern from this distance.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, did you have a preference for which particular hallway if you took a look previously, Station?
Just not the one that we blocked.
Fair enough. This could be a little difficult, but not impossible. Well, might lose one or two, but
Well, I can't
this,
I can't see a thing at all, so I'm not sure. Whatever you guys want to do.
In this form, I can't see much at all either.
Do we need the light spell again? Or
well,
I
it
did.
looks to just
I did
is that
fall off.
dangerous?
Saoirse, can you turn into something that can see in the dark, or should we not waste that?
I could. The only thing is that I can't speak to you, in the form. So I don't want to. If we could, maybe, should we come up with like a one blink for yes, two blinks for no, sort of a thing, so we can
Yes.
have some kind of communication while I'm an animal.
Yeah, and I reckon I could probably understand most things that you're trying to tell me as an creature.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Alright.
But
I did add a
only if
little
you
bit
would
of-
like to.
I did add a little bit of light to your token, Saoirse, to represent that little violet bit of fungus you've got.
I love that
Stuck
it
to you.
glows.
I love it. It
Mhm.
makes me happy. It's so pretty. Okay. Any thoughts from the rest of the party?
Well, it's not going to be much use if only one of us can see, and we have to climb or jump or negotiate a space for a wide amount of time. And considering everything
Yeah,
that just happened.
I could go and look.
We just light it
I'll
up
be a
and just
spider this time.
see how we
instead.
go.
That makes me anxious, but we could do that. Yes, absolutely.
Well,
What do we
whichever
think?
you think.
Mm.
I don't much like attracting unwanted attention, but if it's the only option we have, it's
So-
the one we have to go with.
Can no one see in this dark?
I can.
I can as well.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, that's
Daja,
fine.
you also see the hallway kind of like cut off, that weird like jagged stonework at the end. It's tough to see, but you can see it.
I'm the only one that can't see that far, but I can see really well in the dark up close, so it's fine. I'll ride on Saoirse.
I
Spider
mean, technically you can fly, Winnie, so you should be fine if you don't fly into something.
Yeah.
This
Well,
sounds like a plan.
yeah.
I'll go spider and I'll kind of like go down the hallway a little bit and just make sure that nothing's gonna jump out at us.
Mhm.
And we'll go from there.
I'm gonna stay close to Saoirse though.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Brilliant.
let's send the two
Bring
blind
two.
ones first.
I definitely need to build. You also use some animal tokens, but in the meantime, I'll at least give you. I think do spiders have 60 feet of dark vision?
Spider. Giant wolf spider.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. It took a second for the colors to load. Sorry. Yes, 60 feet of dark vision, 10 feet of blind sight.
Cool.
Oh,
So you should have that now on your
Same.
token, so you can see that little
Lovely.
hallway.
Alright. I'm gonna just wiggle a little, be like, climb on.
yes, I'm on.
Okay. Crawl up onto the wall. Got a Winnie like hanging off of me. And kind of edge on down this way. Stop colliding. There we go. Alright.
So you get to the edge of that
Okay.
hallway, and the weird like flexing in the shadows you were seeing as you get close, your blind like being in this animalistic senses, that goes away. That starts to fade. It's all kind of normalizing, and you're seeing it's just rock. It's just it is what it should be. At the end of this hallway, you can see that blackness was because of this weird rift that has opened up. It's like just a little bit off to your right, to the south west on the map, you can see what you imagine to be the same hallway continuing. It's just been like shifted several feet to the side, as if something tore through here and shifted all of the rock of the fortress that direction. There's no phosphorescent fungus growing in the rift or in these corridors. And you see the corridor continuing past through an opening that is shifted 10 feet to the west. And you also see that there's a number of 2-foot diameter holes riddling the floor of the rift. The whole place smells like burnt earth. Daja, you're getting almost that sense of like forge fire, but it's far more earthen, far more natural and subterranean.
Look at those holes.
Do spiders have noses? Did you say a
This
thing?
is a good
Or
question.
did
Sorry.
you-
I had to talk to the dog. Blitz, do you know if spiders
yes.
have noses?
He says yes.
Yes.
I
You
don't
said
actually
yes.
know.
Spiders have
This is,
noses.
this is one of those random biology things
I
I
don't
need
know.
to Google. I want to say that they probably have some sort of sense that is doing a similar thing. What are you trying to
Probably.
ascertain?
No, I just was wondering because you had described the smell, and I was like, would I smell that? How deep is the rift? Does it go like far past?
It's a little bit of a step down. It's like 2 or 3 feet that you like step down off of the
Okay.
stone that you're walking on into the rift, and it's kind of like bowl shaped, right? It's this kind of like make an investigation check. Anyone that wants to can
Okay.
make this check. And by the way, in a perfectly eldritch turn of biology, yes, they have noses, or at least they have special sensory organs on their legs.
I got a natural 20
Hey,
for 27.
So your
I
legs are
got
just
an 11.
your legs are just
What?
covered in tiny little noses.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. My little legs just lift up a little bit.
19.
I'm like
19, 11,
I don't really know what's
natural
going on.
20.
13.
13. Okay. Anya and Winnie, it looks like a claw mark. It looks like something like dragged a claw down like this and created this like sort of V-shaped thing. And then over time, that dirt has kind of like filled in and made it a little bit of a smoother thing. But it's still very much like a rip and a tear in this area. And all these little like pop-marked holes in the ground, that is where there's heat and the sort of like burning earth smell coming from.
Okay.
You can actually like getting close, you can sense a little bit of heat coming out of them. And I will say that the
I will
rift
crawl closer
looks
to
like
one of the
it's-
holes.
Be careful of
The
the
rift-
holes, please. They're hot.
The rift looks like it extends pretty far to both the left and the right.
Does it?
There's the hallway that continues
Roof?
ahead, and then you also see a little bit of like a little cave opening up down the right-hand side.
How tall is the ceiling of this tunnel?
15-ish feet.
Okay.
Interesting. Can I crawl over to one of the holes and just kind of like give it just like try and figure out what the fuck it is?
Rolling that investigation check over, it's tough to tell, but it go like you like very cautiously like stick your leg in as far as like it can. Like you're testing to make sure you're not burning yourself as it goes, and it goes as deep as your leg can go. You're not touching bottom.
How big are the holes? Are they all different sizes, or are they all very?
They're ranging in sizes. The smallest is
feet?
about 6 inches, and the larger ones are about 2 feet. Most of them are about 2 feet wide.
Interesting. Does Winnie get any more information? Because she's on my back if we're crawling up to one.
Nothing that you can really tell. You would definitely say that like the cause of these holes is that they were burned into the ground, either out.
Do they-
or
Yeah.
down.
Are there
You're not
little
sure which
little
direction.
piles of dirt around the holes?
It is like melted stone.
Okay.
There's no sign of like physical excavation. It's like something burned its way either out or into the stone.
Yep.
Very weird.
Very weird. Let's be. Is it on the ceiling?
You look up and you see a monster. No,
No.
there's-
Ah! Roll initiative!
you do see a couple of similar holes up above, but they don't look like they go as deep. It's like something that's sort of like scraped against it and then wandered elsewhere.
Okay. This is something stripped off of this and melted through the stone.
My little
Mandibles.
the bitey mandibles just kind of like just like really, I'm just
I'm
kind
like,
of like
I'm so
thinking,
glad that you absolutely agree with me. Thank you. Let's go.
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm gonna
Good.
like I point.
Should we go get
I
everyone?
point at the left and the forward and the right, and then like
I-
just kind of
Yeah, I go. Let me get everyone first, and I go and grab everyone to come up to this junction with us.
Is that the spider equivalent of a shrug?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
What if I turn my legs and I do it this way? Because then it's like, what?
Anya and Daja, you are able to like walk up there and join if you wish. Feel free to move yourselves on the map.
The map.
On the
On
map.
the map.
The map. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can see that hallway continuing on straight ahead. And then this rift scar continues to the left and the right to the extent of your dark vision. You can see it opening up to your right, to the southwest. You can see it opening up a little bit, like there might be more of a cavern system there.
Does it close to the left, or is it just super narrow down there?
It does not look like it closes to the left. It just continues on to the extent of your dark vision. That one, now you are getting those creepy vibes of like where before your dark vision like hit up against like the back wall of the rift. So there was that always that sense of like, I'm seeing as far as I can. This is like, it just ends and it just drifts off into that horrible feeling of stuff continuing past where you can sense.
I think if we follow this, we're going to find something interesting. Or we can follow the path and continue along that way.
I will posit the same actions, same questioning manner to the group as I did to Woody.
I feel like you've got 4 arms up doing the exact same things that
Yeah.
I'm doing. Gesturing the exact same way.
Got four arms on the ground,
Yeah.
kind of splayed, and the other 4 are up, just being like, that way.
Just drawing a question mark in the air.
Yeah.
One of them.
That's what Winnie's doing on her back.
Question mark?
Do you think we follow these
I need to figure out-
trails?
I should learn how to write in spider silk, like Charlotte.
Yes. Maybe I'll learn spider.
Oh my god, that would be cool. Yes. Question mark?
Maybe we could flip a coin if anyone has one.
Y'all have gotten
There's
so
3
much loot.
options.
You got plenty of coins.
Plenty of coins. I can't wait.
Oh, the coins.
The shinies.
The shinies. Yes. Yeah, let's flip a coin.
So, what are we flipping for?
Which
Not
direction do we
that I-
take?
There's 3!
So we flip twice.
Well, let's make a decision. Are we going to follow the path or follow the created path? Follow the tunnel or the path?
Yes.
And then I
Okay.
guess we can work out which direction then, because then we only have to work out one other thing. All right, so heads, follow the
Tunnel.
tails, we follow the path.
Mhm.
Okay. It's heads. So
Following
then
the
we
tunnel.
only, that's it, we're following the tunnel. We don't need to worry about a direction because it's only one.
Okay.
All right.
I will cautiously come over this way and peek down this hole.
Yes.
You can see the hallway is continuing through a couple of zigzaggy turns. Once again, you're into an area of worked stone, but there's still no violet fungus growing here to light your path.
Okay. Right.
I'll ask you,
No.
do we need light?
No.
I don't
I
need
can leave
it,
light if we
but
need.
if you want it, you can do it.
Would it make your lives easier? Because I can see just fine.
I think everyone can see except for me, and I'm just here along for the ride.
Much of muchness.
I can see
Alright.
10 feet perfectly.
All right, well, that's something. If we get into a sticky situation, I will make sure that you can see, darling.
Thank you.
Is there anything sketchy in this hallway? How's it
Give-
looking?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You will have disadvantage though, since you're in dim light for the purposes of dark vision.
Mhm. Oh,
Okay.
You're in darkness, which makes it dim.
Oh, that's rude.
Rules.
10.
would you like the map
said-
up or the roleplay screen?
We can have the map up.
I just was thinking about it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Give our audience a little bit of a
I-
see of this
you
rift.
can see 10 feet with Winnie.
There's a hallway and then a rift. Ta-da!
There are some things.
No.
There are things. What'd you get for the perception check?
10.
10? Nothing is
16?
jumping out to you as dangerous. 16. Nothing jumping out to you as dangerous. Who is that, Anya?
Mhm.
You are like barely seeing what you think is the end of the hallway around like this sort of like zigzag. You're seeing it looks like it comes to an end. But you're not seeing any traps or any symbols or anything like that. You're also not seeing any like signs of
Pictures.
travel. Like it's pretty deserted here.
Disused.
Hmm. I'm gonna go up and just peek around that last corner.
Peeking around that last corner, you see a stone door.
It's not kickable kind.
Why would we kick a door?
This is in my brain. You can't hear it. All you hear is weird clicky spider noises.
Clicky, clicky.
Let me check the map. I have an idea.
We have a key.
What does the key do?
I went too far, sorry. Struggling.
Travel faster, jeez.
I
It's all that
tried.
heavy cleric armor.
It's
Clank,
It just
clank,
bang,
clank,
bang.
Are you being stealthy? Ah!
Okay, so when we get to a stopping point where it seems like we have to make a decision, I would like to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. You could totally do that right now. I'll say
Okay.
that like while y'all were debating which way to go, you could have had that going. So ritual casting detect magic, 30-foot aura.
Mhm.
You're not
Can I
detecting
Come
any
down
magic
here
that
so that-
yeah. You're not detecting any magic at the moment. It isn't part of your party. Like you've
Okay.
got like potions and scrolls and stuff that would be magic items that you'd be sensing, but you're not detecting anything else.
Okay, fantastic.
Point at the door, and then I lift my arms in the questioning pose.
And he's gonna go listen to the door.
Give me a perception check.
Don't know if I can listen, but
You
Goodness.
yes.
Try
Spiders
to
can hear
sense.
someone
Spiders
from
can
like
listen.
across the room. Yeah,
Yeah. You can
they're
give me a
very
perception
sensitive
check.
here.
23.
give it a listen as well.
23, and I'll wait for Saoirse.
7.
Both of you hear nothing. Absolute silence.
That sounds good. I hear nothing. What kind of door is it made out of?
Stone.
Ah, no kicking this one. Is
You
it?
do see
I mean,
a
Is it
you
locked?
could kick it. It would not feel good.
Mm-mm.
you see a
Winnie's
handle
barefoot
on it.
too.
You see a handle on it that is carved in the likeness of sort of like the flared head crest of a dragon, with just like a big brass ring, like a pull ring.
Key?
Is there key?
There's not even a key slot or anything.
Can I just grab onto the big thing and pull?
You pull, like, how hard are you? Because when you pull, it's like it's clearly stuck. Like the stone door has been like jammed, maybe in like the shifting of all of this rubble. It's gotten a little bit stuck.
I get the wings going and I put my foot out for Saoirse to grab. Pull?
I'll give you a hand. Goodness me. Oh.
My prickly spider legs just like
all
close
four,
on your
just
ankle.
onto the ankle, like this, like a
I'll
clamp.
help.
One of those machine claws.
Yeah.
I'll say multiple of you are helping. Because I think it's funny that Winnie is taking the lead on this. Winnie, make a strength check with advantage.
It's fine.
Yes, I know you did.
Oh, with advantage, you said?
With advantage, because you are getting help.
So 17 plus 1, 18.
18. You do indeed just drag this thing open.
Wings are like, yeah.
Yeah.
Furious.
They're like hummingbird wings right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Unlock that
I did it.
and open it.
My other two legs clap.
I can't actually see anything, so I'm staying behind the door as it opens. Like, I'm not peeking, I'm not going around, I'm not entering.
I'll hold up one of my
those
little leggies to make sure nobody walks in.
Those who can see, what you are seeing as a little bit of the violet light on Saoirse spreads into this doorway and your dark vision continues the rest of the way. You are seeing faded mosaic tiles decorating parts of the wall, but most of them are fallen off and are now dust covered on the floor, many of them shattered. Situated at the center of the chamber stands a slim pedestal of rusted iron, shaped like an upright, standing dragon, wings flared. In the dragon's mouth rests an empty tray. That is what you see.
Does it look like there's any like trapped floor bits?
You can give me a perception check as you're going in.
Any trap
I'll
floor
say
bits.
still at disadvantage because you are in dim light.
Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna like, you can't really do it on Foundry because the walls are so wally.
Yes.
But I'm gonna like go on the door jam kind of and like just be like
Mm-hmm. So you're checking the
Spider
actual.
dance.
You're checking the doorway first for
No,
traps. and then...
I'm kind of like in the doorway.
Gotcha.
and
You're
I'm
crawling
checking
up on
the
the
room.
wall. You're going straight into the
Mhm.
wall and like checking the floor as you move along.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I kind of want to see if there's any like specifically like, you know how there's like pressure plates and shit like that.
Yes.
If there's anything that would damage anybody or suddenly trap us in this room with something really horrible.
Totes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, why is it a disadvantage? That's my perception. 8. Hello.
8. You are not seeing anything that would be pressure plates. Most of this room looks long in disuse. Dust and broken mosaic tiles are covering the floor. There's like shattered bits of wood and ceramics and evidence that like stuff might have once have been stored in this place of value, and it's long since gone.
Drop my legs and kind of do the little like.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna flutter in after everybody else. Keeping everybody within 10 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because once
If
they're
someone
gone.
gets snatched, you're gonna know.
Yep.
Kind of crawl up onto the dragon.
Yeah?
Kind of like investigate him.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Maybe this will go better. Oh, it really didn't, but it's fine. It kind of did. Okay. keep trying to do things that I'm not good at. 8.
8.
D&D story.
D&D, a mood. You notice that like the statue clearly serves a ritualistic purpose. And Daja, your detect magic, once that door was open, I forgot to mention this, once that door was open, you are detecting like this faint bit of like conjuration magic on the statue. It is extremely faint, not in the sense of it being. Actually, give me either investigation or arcana real quick.
Okay. I lost my tab. Investigation or arcana. Ooh, arcana's better. Flat 10.
Flat 10?
Yeah.
It's not weak in the sense of like the magic is not powerful. It's weak in the sense of it has gone so long without use that it just hasn't been maintained. It's old. You can immediately tell that even though this is very much arcane in nature, you also get the sense that it is, especially just given the context of everything you've seen in this fortress so far, that this is definitely related to like a draconic cult. Someone built this was meant to be a place of worship towards dragons in the past.
Okay. I make sure everybody knows that.
And you do get the sense that while the magic is weakened, it is still there.
Yes, there is magic here, just everybody be careful. I don't know how strong or how immediately dangerous it is, but just be aware.
I poke at the
Very
plate.
well.
The little plate in its mouth.
Bing. You like do your little, it's like a little spider ASMR because the plate is like metal and you're just like your little hairs, your follicles are like scratching against it. Yeah. It's metal. It has you would recognize it as draconic language. It has little runes etched into it, but you can't read it.
Does anything happen if I pick the plate? Can I pick the plate up?
Another day of Tales Does Tales where Matt makes fun of us for not picking draconic as one of our languages.
Yes! Rude!
Endlessly.
No, you picked Goblin. You got all the stuff in Goblin. You could have missed all of that. There could have been zero dialogue with those little goblos.
Oh yeah.
With the
That's
gobbies.
what's
With
goblin.
the gobbies.
The gobbies.
This is clearly the more important thing, Matthew.
Yes, clearly.
I think
Does the plate move? Does
the plate does not move. The plate is fixed. The whole structure is iron, and while it's a little bit rusted, you can see that the magic is preserving a lot of it. The plate itself is the most like preserved iron. There's no rust on the plate at all. There's dust, but there's no rust.
That's cool. I want a plate that can't rust.
Hmm.
So I'll
Double
skip
back?
back over to the door. Be like,
Take one of the other options, maybe.
yeah. Is everybody following?
Mhm.
Okay. I guess we'll go. Oh, I'm gonna collide with walls. I can collide with walls.
Ah, no.
Walls. Walls are my enemy.
Well,
Everyone can follow us along on stream as I make way with only 10 feet of view.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
what's wrong?
Oh, we're going this way?
Down this way.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Oh, there's a.
What's that?
We see a light.
Ooh.
We see a light.
You
Apparently.
do see a light.
What is it?
Heading down that side of the rift. Let me get you some flavor text as my eye decides to quit.
We
Hold on.
love flavor text.
Beep, boop, beep.
Mhm.
Rebooting
Beep,
my
boop, beep.
eyeball. Here you can see that the rift kind of gets like jaggedy and discordant, and part of it opens up into this cavern-like chamber. Again, those small 2-foot diameter holes are just all over the place in here, especially. and out of one of the holes, you are seeing this dim, fiery glow that's just sort of, you're not hearing any noise, but it's like that little like wavering light of a distant fire.
Go to the fire or stay away from the fire?
Who can run away the fastest?
Is my detect magic still running?
Me, probably.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm normal.
Can I kindly request some information, Matthew?
Yes, the spider?
You'd have to get closer,
fly.
Daja.
Ah!
It's 30 feet. I'll give you all the information in the world once you earn it.
Wall there, though.
I
Oh
know.
my goodness.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna
35
move
feet
one
away.
Space forward.
There you go.
I want to be right there.
My favorite thing to be
I'm
a
going
dick
to be a
about as a
problem.
DM. A distance.
I
Oh my God,
identify
I
as a
right.
problem.
I identify as a problem.
From 120 specific feet away, I'm going to try and figure this out.
Yep. You can't see shit. No. Your detect magic does not yield any magic.
You said you'd give me lots of information.
I did give you information. You
No,
know,
you
Have to ask the right question.
You
Lots
get-
of information.
the absence of magic is information.
It is some information. It is not lots of information.
At
Right.
least it's not a trap or a fake fire. That's good.
Yes,
guess
exactly.
so.
You know it's not an illusion. You know it's not like an ever-burning torch. You know it's not like
Many things.
an evocation trap. Like you,
Mhm.
there are lots of things you now know that it isn't
Yes.
because it does not appear to be like that.
I guess I'll stealth up towards the hole.
Give me that stealth check.
Okay.
As
better.
Daja retreats quickly around the corner.
Yep.
There's no magic.
Run away!
Bye.
I've done my part. If you need me to cast something, I can, but let us be
I
careful.
thought you were a cleric, dear.
Yes, darling.
Do you not have a shield? You're not supposed to be at the front of the charge, no?
I am, that's true. I didn't move Daja. I don't know how she got back there, but I am definitely, I don't think I would let them go, like, in all seriousness, I don't think I would let them go in without me being up there.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
I don't
What
know
was
how
that?
she got back.
Oh no. Oh,
See when he just
is
going
that a
like-
very pretty one?
No.
For a total, ones aren't auto fails on skill checks. What's your total?
6.
Okay.
Nice.
Where are you going on that map? You're feeling about as stealthy as a spider feels.
I'm as stealthy as a spider feels. Like when they're walking
It's-
on the ceiling and they're like, I'm so sneaky, nobody
No
can
one,
see me.
no one sees my big bad hairy self.
It's 'cause
Just-
Winnie's just on her back, just like wings, just like. That's
There we go. I'll
we're a
blame
big
it on my sister.
monster.
Amazing.
Like, I'm getting up towards where the light is because I want to see what's
The deal is.
What's going on?
What's the
What
deal with that
is?
light?
What's the deal with that light?
what's the dealio.
Getting closer, you are starting to feel like active heat now. It's not just like sort of the passive heat of some of those other scorched holes. You're feeling like warmth, which is kind of refreshing at the. Well, would it be refreshing? These caverns are really, really cold down here.
Is it?
So this
It's
is-
not
this-
fire though.
It feels like fire. Feels hot.
Yeah.
But not like you're not burning right now. Like you can get closer to it without being set on fire. But it's looking like fire. You can hear very softly like
Is it coming out of a hole?
it is coming out of a hole.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course it is.
I think we stay away from that.
I think so.
I want to peek. It looks like this little bit over here has like a little crack in it. So I'm gonna like skirt the thing
Mm-hmm.
and peek into
Oh,
that
this-
little crack.
How does this cavern look formed as I move through it and notice the walls and all those bits as we make it through? I'm like, wait a second, this tunnel seems.
Give me an investigation check.
What Wait a second. This tunnel.
This tunnel. Oh
other-
no. 10.
10. You're trying to piece together, like, geology is not your forte.
Yeah.
And so
The picture
looking at
book
the
did
way-
not cover this.
the picture book did not cover, like, the exact interactions of heat and rock.
Yeah.
You are seeing burn marks and, like, slash marks and things that make you think, like, this was, like, dug out,
Mm-hmm.
but by something not using claws,
Mm-hmm.
by something using raw heat.
Yes.
And you can hear the light growing hotter and brighter.
Out of the
as
room. Let's go out
emerging
of the room.
from the hole
No,
a
I knew it.
serpentine creature wreathed in flame.
No.
And it immediately goes to snap at you. Everyone roll for initiative.
Damn it! I was trying to avoid this.
I know you were,
Yes.
but
I can't put a giant
And I
flashing button in front of me.
I know.
Especially we don't
It's
push
great.
it.
I was hoping one of you would just wander close enough to that cavern that you'd be like, ooh, a light!
Yeah.
No, Matthew,
Light.
We literally.
That's literally what happened. All of us were like, ooh, something's
Shiny.
Something's flickering
Mm.
prettily.
Perfect.
The DM knows us
Is
too
that the
well.
site of Cross
Yeah.
Shore?
Let me just put this little light effect here and I'll just wait.
Yeah. You know how to trick us.
Fortunately, it did not roll good enough stealth to beat anyone's passive perception, so it is not going to get a surprise round.
Hey.
Winnie, what did you get for initiative?
8.
8. Saoirse.
6.
Okay. Daja.
13.
Anya.
16.
16. There it is. Anya, you get to go first. You see
Oh, fantastic.
emerging from this hole. Let me I can show you a bit of artwork here in a second, but in the meantime, what would you like to do?
Instinctual reaction, Eldritch Blast the dude.
Valid. 100%
Yeah.
valid. There you go. There you can see the artwork.
Ooh. Lovely.
Love the tendrils.
How do I
It's
change
having an
these
excellent
guys?
hair day.
He's got anime hair, yeah, he really
Yeah.
does.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
fire off those Eldritch
Okay.
Blasts.
Lovely.
There it is.
Eldritch Blasts.
It's a 14.
He looks
14
slimy.
exactly hits.
Thank you. We very much appreciate that. 10.
10 damage. Very cool. You can see as it hits that there is this like gout of flame out of its body where the impact happens. You know that had you been standing closer to it, there would have been consequences.
Oh dear. Well, anyone else would like to help with this right now? Because that just scared the trousers off of me. Lucky we're in a skirt.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alrighty.
That's it.
That will bring us to the fire snake's turn.
Of course.
And there's going to be a bite on Saoirse,
Hello, that's me.
a 14 to hit you.
That hits. Yay.
Wait,
It's-
am I near you? No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Got it.
I'm on the opposite end, of course.
Naturally, yes. Walk away from the sentinel. That's the best plan.
Mm-hmm.
There.
I believe you went backwards.
You take 5
No, I
piercing
stayed exactly
damage.
where I was.
Seriously, you take 5
just
piercing
followed.
damage and 2 fire damage as its jaws clamp around your leg. The tail swings over its head to go for you as well, but because of positioning, is actually going to be going for Winnie.
Oh,
Winnie, that is an 18 to hit you.
yes, that hits.
Glorious. Oh, much less damage. This is going to be 3 bludgeoning damage and 1 point of fire damage. As the tail slams into you, you can feel it burning your skin.
Owie, that stings.
And that is going to bring us to Daja. Daja, it is your turn.
I would like to cast Sacred Flame at the thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Flame. I will use
So it's a dex save.
black and red dice. 17.
But yeah, nothing happens.
Yep. Cantrip. The light like, bursts out, and you can see its form just like kind of like swallow it up, and it is unaffected.
Motherfucker. Okay, I would like to come over here just so that I can be near them and hopefully use reactions and shit when I.
Sure. That sounds good.
Yep.
Winnie, it is your turn.
Winnie? She's just like, well, I guess we're gonna skewer the snake. And she wants to. I feel like she was probably close enough if he got her before, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you can melee attack it. Yeah.
She's gonna swing short sword for 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That is 4 damage.
4 damage. You notice that not all of that goes through as the short sword like plunges in, and it's just you're not feeling like a body there. It's just sort of like magma-ing around the sword, and where your sword comes in, a gout of flame flies up your arm. You take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, lovely.
Uh-oh. Running.
Thank you for that, Mr. Snake, and I am going to just stay there. Not bonus.
Offhand attack?
Bonus action hide. No, bonus. No,
You're not a rogue. You can't do that.
Bonus action dislike. No, I'm going to. If I offhand attack, I will die. So that is the end of Winnie's turn.
Okay. That brings us to Saoirse.
Is Winnie still on my back?
Winnie is still on your. Unless Winnie, would you have moved at all? Okay. Yes.
That's why I
Winnie's
was
still on
wondering
your-
if I needed to have moved to be able to reach him. Just like, so I want to stay on
You
it.
got him.
Yeah. I don't actually know much about this room at all, except for what's in front of me. So.
I'm risking an opportunity attack anyway. So I'm gonna go 1, 5. Is that 10 or is that 15? My bad. Like the diagonal.
Going diagonal. That no extra movement for diagonal. So it'd be
Okay.
5 up,
5,
10 diagonal.
15, and then I trigger the AOO.
Yes. Here comes the bite. Way out of the box. I have no idea where it went. Other dice. Here we go. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Beautiful.
Wait, do I not have Sentinel in this character? Motherfucker.
No, you're a little tiny little level 2. You're a little
We've been
baby.
playing for so long, Matt.
I know.
I know, right?
Let me take a fucking beat.
3 piercing
Please.
damage and
Okay.
3 fire damage.
Oh.
Okay, alright.
Saoirse.
So I drop out of spider.
That
And then
dice
you
is as
said-
good as gone.
Oh, and obviously I go with.
Yes, you go with. Yes.
Perfect.
But I'm gonna keep running. Just now I'm me. So we decided this earlier about movement. So now my total movement is 35 instead of 40, correct?
Huh?
Because I fell out of spider.
Because you
spider
fell out of
form.
spider form, yes. So whatever movement you've used counts against your current movement speed.
Okay,
So
that's
um,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yep.
All
so
with
you can get
Winnie
all the
on
way
my
back-
back.
all the way out of here. Nope.
Nope, 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 nope.
Excellent.
Bye.
And also he does need to make a Constitution saving throw, I believe it is, for
Oh yes,
Eden.
because
starting his turn.
Sports.
Yes,
Forward.
he would have started his turn. We just didn't. I forgot to check in with you on that. Oh my gosh. The only way that's gonna end not okay. So 16.
Yeah, I think that saves. Yeah, that saves.
You see this like black smoke as the spores just burn up on contact. This thing is molten lava hot and does not give a shit.
Can I bonus action dash?
You cannot. No. You're not a rogue either. Stop.
Fuck.
Multi-class. Multi-class. You
You
got to do
don't
that
know, Matt.
nonsense.
I will.
Yes,
I'll
I do.
Get there. I'll get there.
We're
Okay,
gonna
I'll
both
get
get a
there.
multi-class
You-
rogue just so we can bonus
Everyone
action things.
multi-class is rogue. I want a
Just 'cause
bonus
we're
action thing.
terrified.
Do I get
Bonus
the
action,
sense
bye.
that this creature is something I could
Bonus
turn
action, bye.
Give me a nature check. Bonus action. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
I'm gonna get Conlon to make a graphic for that.
17.
17. Seriously, that was a 17.
Mhm.
This is most definitely an elemental. This is a creature from the elemental plane of fire that you would guess has been summoned here. For what purpose, you know not. But it is definitely not native to this plane.
Can I bonus action ask him to stop in Primordial?
You could absolutely do that.
Please stop, will leave me alone.
You have trod upon my land. I will restore you in the name of Belak.
Oh, I understood that. What?
Two.
Did I understand that?
Yes. He was speaking in Ignan.
What did he say?
You
He
tread
said-
upon my land, I will destroy you in the name of Belak?
Belak, yeah.
Belak.
Belak.
Oh no.
And that is going to be Anya's turn.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Lovely. Beautiful.
I will repeat what he said in common for those who don't understand it.
Just gonna move in front of those two. I feel like an ice knife is the appropriate thing to do in this moment.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yes. Yes, that's what I want to do.
So
Yes,
make
it
that
is.
attack.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Man,
is.
y'all love your
Where's
ice
the dice?
knives.
We do. Ice knife is great.
Mhm. Where are you? 19.
Nice.
19's gonna hit, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so that is where's the other darn? There you go.
Daja, please make your dexterity saving throw.
So
Yeah,
that
I'm doing my
is 10 piercing. Sorry, 6 piercing damage, and then you're within 5 feet there? Yeah.
Yes, so Daja would
Is-
have to make a deck save.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure I made my deck save with a 17.
Yeah, you did,
However,
yeah.
I hit a
However-
12, so I'm assuming no.
No.
so roll that cold damage for Daja.
Awesome.
I just go down. I go down from trying to protect people like the cleric that I am. Fantastic.
Like the
We
cleric
love
you
you,
are.
Daja.
There's no way this doesn't put me down. There's just
Well,
Double ones? Double ones have happened.
I
on
get
the-
what happened.
I rolled him on a rat crit.
Yep.
that's
Got me.
true.
that is 9 cold damage.
Okay. I'm
Hey,
still up. I don't
still
like
up? Nice. I will say, even though he passed the deck save, that 6 cold damage on the initial ice knife, fire snakes are vulnerable to cold. So that was 12 damage,
Hey.
which is enough to kill him.
Oh!
The ice knife just like you see it solidify all of that molten rock, and like an old burnt out snake firework, it just crumples into ash and is gone.
it. Hey.
Nice.
Oh,
Go back and
Feel
collect
that
some of that
smell.
ash.
that wasn't comfortable.
Necessary
That-
evils, Dia. Apologies.
Necessary. No, I agree with you. That was the right thing to do.
I would help you feel better, but I am out of spells.
It's all right. I'll be all right.
I'm not prepared currently.
You are now left alone in this cavern.
All right.
Should we take a long rest?
Is
No.
that fire still?
Is the fire still
You
going?
notice that the light is still sort of crackling up out of there. The sound has diminished. The level of heat has diminished. It's more of like a it's like when you're at a bonfire, instead of facing the fire, you're turned away from it. So you're still feeling that heat. It's just not as oppressive.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Lovely.
I feel like
I mean,
Did I see anything down the like slightly more lit up little crevice at the far end?
You
whenever
did
I
not
looked?
get a chance to look too intensely. If you'd like to go back and look at it.
No, I think we're gonna walk away.
I
This
think
is
so, Davis.
Lovely. I guess.
But it's shiny.
I know.
I know it's shiny.
I mean, Daja's pretty close.
Daya, will you look? Daya, I was trying to look in that little crevice there. That's.
Yes. All right.
I know you're bleeding out and everything, but
I'm
Oh,
not
she'll be fine.
that. I'm all right. I'll be all right.
Go-
Can I roll like an investigation check or something?
Yeah, I'd say perception or investigation, either one.
Okay. My perception is much better. That is a 17.
17. Looking into that sort of crevice, you're seeing like this thin red line that's also emanating some pretty strong heat. And what you're noticing is at the top and the bottom of that red line are these like little moments of glitter.
Hmm.
And you touch them and they are cold to the touch. Do you extract whatever it is?
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. Shinies. We need the
Yeah,
shinies.
shinies. Because I know if I don't do it, they're gonna go back in and do it and get killed. So fine.
yeah,
Shiny.
you know,
We need the achievement.
probably.
You
Fine. I'll get the shinies.
you pull on whatever this little bit of shine is, and that red line immediately starts to like crack and recede. And you are holding in your hand a very, very nice looking sapphire. It's raw and uncut, and it still has a little bit of its natural stone. It's oh, now I'm forgetting the geological term, but the stratus that it lives in,
Mhm.
when you mine it out, it still has a little bit of that crusted on top. As you can see within, it's got that very nice crystal clear blue. And you can see at the bottom of where this little line was, you can see another one. You pluck it out as well.
All right.
You
I
have-
shall.
You have 2 sapphires worth 50 gold pieces each.
Hey.
Fancy.
Oh.
We love.
And I'll say anyone can give me an Arcana or a Nature check.
Is the light receded from that area now?
You do see that the light diminishes as that happens.
That's a modified 20 for
Nice.
a nature check.
Nature, and you are proficient in nature, right?
Matt, these are blue sapphires?
12.
These are blue sapphires.
Okay.
You would know that a lot of times extraplanar entities like elementals, if they are going to be put in a place, they're often bound, and the portals that are used to summon them are created using gemstones as sort of this like both magical focus and a bribe.
Hmm.
Oh. So it seems Belak placed those sapphires to kind of draw this creature into this realm.
Like bait.
I like bait or like a spell component sort of a thing.
Okay.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Alright.
like they were used in the ritual to bring it through.
Hmm.
Also, those are sapphires. They're so pretty.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They're so gorgeous. I really
Yes.
appreciate you grabbing them.
Yes, no bother.
Should
I let's keep them for now, and then we shall see how this goes. But we might be able to, I don't know, use them for something later.
perhaps?
Well, certainly if they're spell components of some kind, they may come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
Could be useful.
I would.
Do we continue
Like
down
to-
the tunnel?
Yeah, I guess so. In the other direction.
Yes. Do we want to
Alright.
rest? How is everyone feeling? Looking?
Use a rest, yeah.
feeling
Middle
like
of the
maybe-
road.
These
Yeah.
holes creep me out.
They do. I feel like if we
Trypophobia.
rest, we should go kind of back towards the
tunnel?
dragon tunnel area, because we can see a little. It just seems less daunting with heat and random holes.
Yeah.
Also, there's a door we can close, which would be handy in the event of
As long as there's
anything.
no traps in that room.
Yes. I didn't see any, at least.
And you are so good at checking.
I'm so good at it, I know.
All right, shall we go back to that room then, lock ourselves in and have a short rest?
Yes, I believe that's it.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely.
I'm gonna follow behind somebody that can see now, because the darkness is oppressive.
I cannot see, but I'm moving
I
my
can
token
wait.
anyway. I'm assumed that I'm following along
You're
someone
Doing
else.
great.
But right now,
You're all able to return, clonking against walls.
I
thanks to
know.
Foundry.
Walking against walls.
You are able to return to the room with the dragon statue. You close the door and you wanted to take a short rest?
yes.
Okay.
Can I just do a good... I want to do a good check of this room. I'm going to stay 10
Sure.
feet to the floor roof and just do like a sweep of the room.
Give me a perception check. Not with disadvantage because you're taking your time and you could have a light source in there if you wanted to. You actually have a light source unless Saoirse is specifically covering up that little bit of...
9.
Flip out my hair and make there be a light.
You said 9? Okay. You still got a passive of 14, and your passive investigation is really good. This room was once, like, probably a treasure trove, and you're sort of making the connection of, like, oh, dragons love dragon hordes. So, like, a way of worship would have just been stockpiling wealth in this room. Other than just sort of, like, the latent, neck tinglies of being in a room with a magic item, you can still sense the magic on the statue, but nothing else is jumping out as trapped or dangerous to you.
Can I investigate the magic statue?
Sure. What are you looking for specifically?
Any buttons, presses, divots, any part of the statue that looks more worn than anything else, or touched, or like, if that makes sense.
Sure.
The floor around it, is there anywhere that it moves? Is there just anything? I'm just having a good look.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, 23.
23, very good. Looking around at the floor in front of it, you notice that this whole room is kind of dusty and dirty from like the little bits of tile falling off of the walls.
Yep.
So you're kind of having to like brush that crap out the way to
Yeah.
like kind of examine stuff better. But you're noticing that in front of the statue, I'm getting Daja into the same room as y'all. There you go. Now you're all together.
Thank you. Sterling.
You're seeing there are like some worn spots like in front of the statue in the stonework
Mm-hmm.
that maybe would have been where people knelt
Yes.
or where like rugs were placed or something, that there was offerings made and then people knelt in front of the statue. On the statue, you're noticing not a lot of patina. There's not a lot of evidence of anyone touching it. It's just those sort of rust due to time.
Yep.
However, you do notice that on the plate, when you clear the dust away, that the middle of that plate specifically is very like almost polished. From you would imagine like metal and bits of things being put there.
Yeah.
It looks like there was a lot of even against a magical surface, it looks like that was fairly used in terms of things touching it.
Okay.
But you don't see any evidence of things being in here anymore.
No. Cool. I just put my hand on the plate and put a bit of pressure in it for a second and nothing happens.
Nope.
Cool.
It's pretty firm. You do feel like you wear any jewelry or anything?
I don't think so. I think that,
Okay.
yeah. No. No jewelry.
Okay. Yeah, you don't feel any movement in the plate at all.
It didn't move when I touched it either.
No, but it does look like something specific was put in here, or like something was in here that's polished it. But let's rest.
Yes.
For now.
Put those
We get our
put the
short
sapphires
rest
in the
around
bowl.
you.
Put the sapphires
I know,
in the
right?
bowl.
You
Put the sapphires in the bowl. What are your earrings, Saoirse?
I mean, it could.
Anya, what do you put in the bowl? I saw you move your hand like you were doing something.
I have an amulet that I wear around my neck. So, like, technically that's Fia's, so Anya has no problem parting with it.
Anya. Oh my god.
Amazing. What is the gold value of that amulet?
It's probably somewhere between like 30 to 50 gold pieces. It's
I mean,
not.
I have these sapphires. Like, if you don't want to.
You can put them on as well if you like.
I suppose, yes.
Just try one. Just in case.
Yeah, yes. I'll put one on and see how it goes.
Okay. You put a sapphire on. You're putting the amulet on.
Mm-hmm.
You wait a few moments. The runes around the edge of the plate start to light up.
Is it?
Very slowly. A few of them like fire, and then you hear the sizzling of acid.
Oh.
There's frost, and cold icicles start to drip off the edge of the plate. A
Ooh.
little bit of green fog starts to billow into the bottom of the plate.
Ooh.
And the last few runes crackle like lightning.
Should I have stepped back?
The sapphire and the amulet disappear.
Gone.
Gone.
What did we just make a sacrifice to?
I don't know.
Not entirely sure.
You're welcome. Can I remember this dragon? Can I tell what type of dragon it is from my picture books?
Give me an Arcana check. Yeah.
Can I help?
I am proficient in
Sure.
Arcana. Oh, a help.
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 Oh, it's not too bad. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18?
18 is not too bad.
Not
This-
terrible.
This iron statue, it's tough to tell. Like, normally you would need some sort of color to indicate what kind of dragon it was.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with iron being a type of metallic dragon. You know there are metallic dragons. Iron is not one that comes to mind. If it is a type, it's extremely rare.
Yep.
But all of those different things that the runes did, you know that those elements are aligned with the different types of chromatic dragons. Fire for red, acid
Yes.
for black, cold for white, green fog for poison, the green dragon, and then blue lightning. You are getting the sense that this is definitely attuned to chromatic dragons, which could indeed be attuned to Tiamat, the evil queen of dragonkind, who used to be the goddess of evocation. She was deposed after she attempted to take the throne from Ouroboros, who is the dragon of all dragons, the god of magic. If you had to guess as to who this is a shrine to, chromatic dragons in general, and potentially Tiamat specifically.
Interesting. Well, fun. Can I please write these runes down?
Yeah, you could even take like a rubbing if you wanted to.
Cool. Perfect. Excellent. I would love to do that. And then, yeah. Now we may rest.
Now you may rest.
No.
Yes.
As you all rest, as you all take a short rest, everyone give me a perception check. Don't sigh. Don't groan.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
You know when your dog like wants to do something, like we took Pickle to the park and he just sat at the gate going
Yeah.
yeah. That.
That's another modified 20.
Ooh.
It's an 11.
Yeah.
11. 7. Winnie.
Oh, sorry. 7.
Okay. We can also probably go to the roleplay screen.
Oh, yes.
No worries. Saoirse, you are attuned to the flow of magic in nature. You know that the world has a rhythm and a pulse and a heartbeat. Whatever just happened has quickened the pulse of the world around you. The air feels vibrant in a way that you can't quite discern tangibly in yourself. It's not affecting you. For once, you're feeling oddly out of sync with the pulse of the world. A little tile of mosaic falls from the ceiling and shatters. Probably the same thing it's been doing for tens, if not hundreds of years since this fortress fell into disrepair. But you also hear a little bit of shifting, a little bit of sounds from above. Or maybe your mind's just making things out of nothing. Maybe you're paranoid about more fire snakes hiding in the rocks here. And so you're just extra wary. Up above, in the first floor of the fortress, while our adventurers take a nap and regain their senses and their energy, Calcryx lies in a bed of muddy yuck in a cave that's been repaired, patched together by the kobolds after their glorious pet friend has been recaptured. Calcryx feels her pulse increase. Her claw flexes. She feels the cold in her throat go icy. She looks around the room. There's no kobolds here. They haven't replaced that little whelp of a meepo. She reaches over to the iron bars, wraps her claw around it, and ice spreads from her claw, starts to... She bends the bar out of place.
Finally. Time to eat.
And that's where we're going to stop our game for the day.
We're gonna come back up and all of the kobolds are gonna be dead.
Frozen.
And when we
Oh,
come
sorry.
back next week, all of our adventures will be level 3.
Level 3! Level 3!
So if you would like the last thing that we do before we take our break for the week is to roll hit points so that you can then do your character sheets
Yes.
between now and then.
Yes.
Oh, thank all the gods.
You
Yes.
have survived my terrors long enough to be level 3.
Oh, you
I'm
die
so
immediately.
happy.
We're bitten by rats now.
Oh
Oh my god, level 3, level 3, level 3. Alright.
Oh,
I know.
That makes me
So
feel so
excited.
good.
Alright, what do I do? I roll a d10? Is that what I
Joe,
do?
did
You-
you just honk?
No.
What do I do?
Winnie, Winnie, yes, you are a D10, and I will roll with you, and you get the bigger of the two. And you don't have to worry about a disease nearly killing you this time.
Hey.
That's a fun change from last level up.
In fact, we do get to worry about diseases, though.
Oh, yes, we do. I'm very excited.
I got 10.
Lovely.
9! I was like, I got a 9. She's gonna be happy. You crushed it. Way to go.
Hey, sweet boy.
Oh my god.
And
Okay,
now-
so I just add that on. So 26.
Yep, you add that into your rolled HP and D&D Beyond, and then everyone else is a D8. Who would like to go first?
Me, please.
Somebody else.
Daja. Let's roll that D8.
4.
I also got a 4, so you get a 4. I'm sorry. Hey, you got armor. You're fine. Anya, are we
Yeah,
going?
until the crack my ankle.
6.
I also got a 4. I'm gonna switch D8s for the sake of that D8 is angry. But you get to keep your 6.
Yeah.
And Saoirse.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Y'all, I'm so glad that y'all did the plate. I was worried that y'all left that room and weren't gonna touch that. I'm so happy.
We came back.
Oh, we're
What'd you
gonna have
get,
to
Saoirse?
we're gonna have to load my thingamajiggy in D&D.
Yes, that'll be part of what I spent this next week doing.
Yeah, that's so sad. I rolled a 2.
That's okay. I rolled a 7, so you get 7.
Nice.
I love this rule that we have. It's my favorite. It's my
This
favorite rule.
is in my opinion the best way to roll for HP.
Yeah.
Because you all get to
That
have
is-
the fun of being nice and tanky and beefy, and I get to have the fun of knowing I can do horrible, horrible things.
In theory.
In theory.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
I
pretty
get
much
you
a hit point roll with
spells.
advantage.
It is, yeah. Alrighty. This is awesome. I'm super excited to see y'all at level 3. We will dive into some of the juicy new features you have
Mm-hmm.
come next week. But for now,
Sure
thank
will.
you. Thank you for coming in to join us during our fun little game as we tell our tale. Go check us out at our Discord. Go check our sponsors out. Go check out Raven and Real Kickstarter. And go get yourself some
Hey.
almond dice and some strawberry dice.
Yes.
I don't think I
Yeah.
said it before. It's Forbidden Snacks Charcuterie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm at Raven and Riddle on everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. As always, we love you. Make sure you love yourselves. Take care. And until next time, are you ready for some more tales?
Always.
Are you?
Stick around for a raid. We will be raiding.
We'll be
Don't
raiding.
forget the raid. Tails raid.
Someone.